Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time for Retards in Cars.
It's Jeremy coming to you with another car video.
Look how close you park. Stop filming me.
Calm down. The bitch ass hoe.
Sorry.
That told me to calm down.
What are people mad at me for now? Not checking my emails in a timely manner. Can you please leave me the fuck alone? Fuck off!
No. Because what I'm trying to say. Don't even look at me like that.
Well, that's retarded.
I don't know how, but every fucking time I hate that Wookiee bitch more and more.
I know. I can't stand that bitch. I didn't understand what the big deal was when she was like popular. When that became a thing, the Wookiee lady. I never understood it. Like, I hate her. Oh my god.
Email girl is my queen. Minecraft.
So early.
What about the hour mark? Close to.
Feels like it's...
I don't think you realize how long you spent trying to come up with 5 words.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Don't worry, we got some fucking angry people in cars. Now, this person has definitely been on before.
Oh, yeah.
There's no such thing as a chick with a dick. Only dudes with tits. I think this is a dude with tits.
Okay.
But I can't remember what gender we agreed on.
That's the steering wheel. I thought their leg was up in that bottom corner.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I did too!
I thought it was
Me
a hot
too.
dog.
I thought it was... What the fuck? I thought it
Hot
was
dogs
a
or
hot dog.
legs?
Sitting on an inflatable pool hot dog.
Yeah, the fucking big...
Like, just sitting on it in the car.
That's how you get away from Twitch's thing. You can be in a hot tub, but in a car. That's how you get away from.
Oh my god. All right. Let's start, eh?
Hello, how you going? I'm
Yeah,
just
great.
here to tell you that I like my tattoos on my arms and my gold watch. Kind of look like a bloke, but I'm not really a bloke.
No, I think it's
Yeah,
going to be
call
a
me-
higher.
Yeah, righto.
They call me Machine Gun Karen.
No, we've seen her before.
Machine gun Kazar.
So it is a
Good.
woman.
This is
then.
these are.
Hello. Good day, fellas. My name's Stacey.
God, I hope it's really high pitched now.
I'm just seeing that first comment. Kids are so lucky to have you as a teacher, so I'm kind of worried already.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
with
450. Oh,
Here we go.
this already hurts.
All right, so today, sitting in my shirt and tie, I want to talk to you about sex and gender and identity. I'm going to go way back to like 1985 to give you a personal story that I never really thought about until recently, until I told
How
it.
can you have a personal story from 1985?
And
That's
it's going
way
way back.
It's
Like
way back.
1985 isn't way back. I was born before 1985.
Oh, actually, how old do you think? Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. I thought she was younger.
So
Anyway,
can I just, before you play again, can I just say this person is the winner, because why do you wear the same color tie as your shirt? You're
That's
automatically
pretty
lose.
fucking retarded. Isn't
it's like
it?
it's like wearing denim on denim. Like what the fuck are you doing?
No, dude, that's hot. I mean, apparently.
Oh, it's hot. It's coming
Apparently. Allegedly.
All right.
back. Coming back.
It to
denim on
somebody and I'm like, wow, what an imposition all of that crap was when I was a kid. So here it is. I used to play baseball when I was a kid. I was in a small town.
Okay.
And so all of the girls and guys played on the same hardball team. We didn't play softball. There wasn't an option.
Okay.
So as I got a bit older and we moved towns, we moved to a bit of a bigger town, I then started playing baseball and I was the only girl in the league, right?
Okay.
Now, my coaches knew I was a great player. They brought me on the team. Everybody was super happy with me. The guys were great on the team. And then we start playing other teams. Now, when I was 10, 11 years old, I had short hair and I looked like a 10 or 11-year-old. So in my baseball gear, and I was a back catcher, nobody could tell that if I was a girl or a boy. Right? So we started playing other teams. Now, my mom thought this was hilarious because she would sit and score keep in the stands. And as the game progressed against that team for the first time, you'd start hearing parents go, is that a girl? Somebody else would be like, no, did you see how that he throws? That's not a girl. That's a guy. Did you see how he hits? And they'd fight back and forth. And my mom would sit silently, just listening, right? Scorekeeping. And then somebody on my team would use my name and somebody be like, oh my God, that's a girl. And then this rousing sort of conversation would on about me being a girl and me being so good at baseball. That's not the point of the story. I got
Oh,
so
God.
frustrated with
What
it,
is the fucking
right,
point?
that I had my mom stitch girl right on the thigh of my pants. So as soon as I stepped onto the pitch, they knew exactly that I was a girl, right? Now, in my head at this point, I'm like, why was that so important to me? It was so important to me that everybody knew that I was a girl, irrespective of my haircut and my baseball playing ways, right? It was super important to me. And that
I know we don't like to pause, Lisa, but Jesus fucking Christ, woman. Definitely a woman.
Get to your fucking point.
moment spawned me to then start growing out my hair. I got earrings so people would know I was a girl. That's how important identity is. Now, here's the problem with this.
To you.
I think they imposed a gender norm on me. I can still be a girl. I don't need to change my sex. But what they did, they made me ashamed of my gender presentation, and I changed it. Obviously, I've changed back. But as a 10 and an 11-year-old, I internalized that. It made me less of who I was for a while. It made me have conflicting views about who I should be and how I should present in order to fit the whole world's presentation or assumptions of who I should be. My point? Don't do that to your kids.
Okay, I got
Yeah, it's
two
Return of the
questions.
King.
I
Alright.
don't know what point she's trying to make.
I don't know what she was fucking saying. She's a girl that plays fucking baseball. When I was a kid, we had a girl on our cricket team, and every now and then someone would be like, oh, wow, there's a girl on the team, but no one actually gave a fuck.
Yeah.
Can you stop for one
I
sec?
don't
I
know
actually
what
know who
point
this
she's
is. I
trying
know
to
who
make.
this
She's
is.
like,
This.
Hold on,
Look who
Steph,
this
hold
is.
on. There's
Look
a
who
man
this is.
talking, Steph.
oh.
I actually know who this is. They came out and they just came out of the Tekken space. Can you share that downstairs?
Oh, sorry.
God.
It's actually Paul from Tekken.
God damn it. As soon as you said it, I knew it. It's Pauline now.
Oh,
Paul turned to
man.
Pauline and came out of Tekken and came into the real life and said, I was misgendered at baseball in 1985. Fuck me, dead.
What were you going to say,
Hardball?
Steph?
She said.
I don't know what point she's trying to make. It sounds like she's having like this self-realization when she's just like ranting about nothing. Like I don't understand her point. What the fuck is her point?
So here's
and,
the
and I
beauty of-
hesitate to like make you play it again because
No,
she's just
don't do that.
ranting.
Hey, before we get to Rhino, this is the beauty of creating that full Aussie channel separately. Is I was able to see the very first episode of Retards in Cars, and in the very first episode we had the I just can't even the one that's in the intro,
Yeah,
the one that just has absolutely no point. She's like the exact opposite of this chick, man. Like, it's fucking
Well, they both have no point, but
Yeah,
she
but
uses
one's more
lots
like
of words and
duh.
stories to come up with no point,
They
whereas the
both
other
have
one
no
just
point, but this
couldn't
one
say
doesn't
anything.
shut up.
But,
the other
but
one's
Rhino,
funny.
you're forgetting about the hand actions. You've got to make sure when you're telling your story, you've got to have the hand actions.
I'm
And also
Italian!
So not only that, but like even when she pointed to the camera, you know, she did the this thing with
Oh,
her
dude, did you
hands.
notice
Like
Spider-Man!
Did you notice she
she
flicked the
thinks
white
that
power thing as
men
well?
like this is her way of speaking like a man and like, you know, mansplaining from her perspective. Anyway, this was a bunch of like, okay, you want to tell a life story
Retarded?
about it is pretty retarded how you were essentially forced into identifying yourself as a girl. Like this seems like she says that, you know, it becomes an issue in regards to being able to present like her identity and all of this kind of stuff. For you, maybe. For everybody else, like anybody else sitting in the stand that was sitting there, like, did you hear this from your mum? Did your mum, your evil mum, come up to you after the game and go, guess how many people in the stand were going, oh, that's a boy. No, oh, that's a girl. Or did you hear it from the outfield? Like, where's this story actually coming from? Like, honestly, she's 10 years old or something, and her mum after the game is going up to her going, oh, the people out there think that you look like a boy. Maybe you should look more like a girl because you are a girl. Was your mum doing that? What a piece of shit that is. Like, the story can't, like these stories that I hear from these people, they come from such a place where if I start to think about the story that they're telling me, I just got to call bullshit.
Did you play footy
Unless-
against girls, Rhino?
What's that?
Did you play footy against girls when you were younger? Like the word.
Like when I was little,
Yeah, up
but
to
then
under 14s.
yeah. But even in 1985 here, there were young. My cousin was playing in a girls' league.
Yeah.
Well, not in 1985. Like we were only like I was only 2 in 1985.
was a
But
league of
like
their own.
you know, if we're going back that far, like even late 80s, early 90s, there were girls' leagues. I don't know about 1985 if there was, but okay, there wasn't in America. There obviously wasn't girls and boys baseball teams. Maybe they just didn't have the numbers to be able to do it. They still let you play and all of this kind of thing. But now you feel it's important to bring up this. To me, it's a made up story so that you can be virtuous in the way that you identify. I like,
Well,
okay, good for you,
let's say
you
it's all
weirdo.
true. Okay, let's say that everything that this person said is completely true. What's the moral of the story? What's the point to it? That
Well-
she changed once and change is wrong, but now she changed back.
Well,
So
the
two
point was,
wrongs
don't
make
let
a right?
anyone do that to you. So don't let anyone don't let anyone, I guess, subconsciously bully you into identifying the way you don't want to identify if you don't want to identify that way. That's what the point of that entire story was.
There was no point to this. This was just her fucking dribbling garbage. Let's go on to the next potential
Weird.
fucking retard that's definitely in a car. Now, this one, fucking Lyndon sent me this one, and the second I pulled it up, I was like, oh, fuck you, Lyndon.
Damn.
Jesus Christ. So this person unironically calls themselves a feminist land whale. It's
Wow. Yeah, I can see the resemblance
what? Anyway,
to a feminist and a lamb whale.
Get comments like this. They're not I don't get them that often, but I occasionally get comments like this, and I always wonder, like, do you think that like fat people are making this shit up? Like, do you really think that like I make up the discrimination I face? Right? Like
Yes.
for
fucking
last
speak
year,
properly,
I had
bitch.
2 horrible back spasms, and I went to the doctor, and the only thing the doctor told me to do was lose weight, and I had to like beg her to let me get an X-ray done, and like had begged her to let me get blood work done and all this shit, and all she told me was to lose weight. That was her
Well,
one.
you've got a shitty doctor. That's your own
Spasms
choice.
that were so bad that I couldn't walk for like days. I couldn't leave my bed for days, and she just told me to lose weight. And you think I'm making that up?
Yep.
You think the issue with accessible clothing is made up? That it's
No,
not real?
That
there's
my
no-
God.
That I have no problems buying clothing that is affordable at all? You
What?
think none of this is real?
Wait, sorry.
What?
What's the
I went
clothing
from
got to do
going
with
to
anything?
dog. Please explain this to me. What just happened? We went from going and seeing a doctor from back spasms to shopping for clothes that don't fit you. What just happened in her brain that went from that to that? Like, honestly.
Oh,
I mean,
it was probably
her life would be a lot
big-
easier if she did
I-
lose weight. She
I-
really wouldn't have those back problems, and
Mm-hmm.
I have
she
to
would have an easier
but
time
yeah.
finding clothes.
I have to
But if
address
she's
that
going
first
to a
thing that she
doctor-
did say in regards to the doctor. It's not that the doctor doesn't believe you, you dumb bitch. It's that her diagnoses of your injuries is to lose weight. The problem is being caused by your overweight, your obesity. So the
But they
cure isn't to get an x-ray, isn't to get fucking medicated. It is to lose weight.
And they just want an easy fix. So they take that as a personal attack. That's a personal
Yeah.
attack on me and how
Sound
I
like a personal
look.
attack.
Right. Because that's what doctors are doing. That's why they spend years and years and thousands of dollars, obtaining that degree or whatever to become a doctor to make a personal attack on fat people. Yeah. Maybe listen to your doctor. If you don't like what they're saying, go to a different doctor.
Yeah,
Get
go
a
to a different
second
opinion.
opinion.
That's right.
Yeah, like that's the whole point.
Probably
like,
give you the same answer. Lose weight.
Here's the thing: they might come up with a solution that works better for this person, and that's the thing. Like the fact that they're just focusing on the one thing. Go see another doctor. If your doctor's shit, go see another doctor. Plain and simple.
You know what this seems like to me? It seems like this person tried to get like a week off work. Like, sick leave, and they went to the doctor. They couldn't get the certificate for that because all they said was lose weight, and she got pissed off. They didn't X-ray me, so I wasn't able to get my week off of work.
Oh, it's a girl. Sorry, I didn't realize.
It's a Zer, just like the previous one.
But what does this have to do with buying clothes?
Yeah, it's a logical step now that I think about it.
More fabric
the
means more
doctors mean
cost.
to me, I wear baggy clothes.
You know who it looks like? Uncle Fester.
That's what Mara said. I reckon it looks like Jabba the Hutt going through chemotherapy, personally. All right, we got one more. Fuck, they've been retarded tonight, haven't they?
Don't be fat.
Yeah. Those first two are very hard to pick between them. I reckon the second one is a little bit more retarded.
White Lizzo, hold on, Trey. Holy fuck.
White Lizzo.
I thought it was bald Mozza with a gluten allergy.
Oh my god. Hey, gluten allergy is no joke.
All right, I found the third one. Let's jump to it, eh?
Okay.
Alex is like, Steph, you watched The Walking Dead. I started watching The Walking Dead to get over that fear of zombies.
It's a documentary.
I watched it to get over that fear. I never ever had seen like a zombie movie. If it was playing, I would always walk away. Like I couldn't. Nah.
It's like how Deliverance is a documentary.
Oh,
Right.
I already like where this is going.
Oh god, here we go.
White what?
Educators.
Oh,
Educators.
Look at this racist.
God, I hope she spells that wrong. That'd be just hilarious.
Okay, white educators, this one is for you. I mean, really, most of these are going to be for y'all. White educators should be a safe space for Black students. Let me say that again. White educators should be a safe space for Black students.
Are they not?
If you're wondering why you're not able to connect with those kids, it's probably because they don't feel safe around you. I mean, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. There are many white people, especially white strangers, that I have my guard up. And it's because I'm trying to protect myself from them. I don't know if this is a safe person. And it's the same with children. So if you decide to gloss over instances of racism or decide that Black Lives Matter is a political thing, you're not a safe person. Okay, white educators.
I'll go first. I'm just going to say Retards and Cars has been fucking retarded tonight.
Okay, how can an educator as a person be a safe space? They can create a safe space, but they themselves aren't a safe space. Then talks about that, it should be a safe space for people or just Blacks, not people of color. Sorry, I don't want to bring in those Mexicans because clearly she doesn't care about it. And then basically saying, I'm even gone retarded now.
You're going, yeah.
She's so retarded. She's retarded.
She made ground retarded. Let me jump in because this is pretty retarded. She is clearly a racist herself. She thinks that all white people look at her and she thinks that they are racist just in the way that they view her because of her skin color.
Okay,
because of theirs. Because of their skin color.
That's what I said. Because of her skin color. Because of her.
No, because of what she seems like.
But she sees their skin color and then determines what they think about her. She thinks about what they think about her.
But for the record, I don't think she's retarded because of her skin color. I think her gender might play a part of that, but she's just retarded in general. If she said this shit as a white bitch, she'd still be retarded.
All of us.
Steph, how you feeling over there?
So she's a racist. In a perfect world, I think that she would like all of the white kids to be grouped together with a white teacher and all the Black kids to be grouped together with a black teacher. That would be her perfect world. Because then they would all be safe. Considering the fact that you really have you have very very little choice as to who your teacher is, right?
Yeah.
Going in the public school system, you are going to different classes. I suppose that you can pick and choose. The parent can come in and pick and choose like who they want their kid's teacher to be, but there's a slim chance of you actually getting that because of the way everything is formed like run in the school. So you really you have to meet the teachers and everything like that, and just talk to the teachers and go over their lesson plans and everything. That's why they have like a meet the teacher. But other than that, you have no control over who really teaches your child unless you pull them from school and teach them yourself. So it's kind of like, what's your fucking point, lady? You know
I'm
what I
kind
mean?
of sad.
Like these kids, I would say that the main point, her main concern with kids and their education should be that they're being educated. Should be that they're educated. And a safe space for me in a classroom would be like, okay, I'm making sure that the teacher, one, knows what they're talking about, two, knows that knows the subject that they're talking about, maintains that subject throughout the school year, and my child is progressing throughout the school year. That's pretty much all that I'm interested in when it comes to like a teacher for my kid. Like, I want to make sure that they're improving and they're moving on,
Actually
in their,
learning math,
actually
or
learning something in the classroom,
history, or English.
Yeah.
And also,
I
don't know if
and
you
that
picked
the,
up.
and that the teacher is making it fun for them, right? Because sometimes math can get kind of boring. So let's make it fun for the kids. In no way, shape, or form am I worried about the teacher's skin color. I really don't care about that.
It scares me.
I don't care about the color of their skin. I'm caring that they're actually teaching my child what they're supposed to be learning.
Go,
she
Grant.
made a reference. She made a reference in there when she's like, "Oh, how do I relate? You're trying to relate to these kids." She's doing a reference from a 1988 film called Stand and Deliver, where he's like, "How do I relate to these kids?" And he even does like these kids, like with the fingers in the air.
How do I reach
She's
these
taking
kids?
that from yeah. I mean, South Park even made a huge rip off of it.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, and she's using that as a modern day reference for something that was nearly 40 years ago.
It makes me, it kind of pisses me off. It makes me sad. Like, it annoys me so much that, like, all three of the retards that we've seen tonight, all the retards that we've gone through since we've been doing retards in cars, it makes me sad that people like this think this way. I was about to say exist, but like, people have the right to exist and think what they want. That's fair enough. But it makes me sad that the world has gotten to a point, or parts of the world have gotten to these points where this is where we're at. This is the narrative, and the narrative's fucked. Like, this is like serious bullshit.
He said the
These
thing.
people seem to just it's like when a person tells themselves the lie enough times, they will begin to start believing the lie. And these people have truly started to believe the bullshit that's coming out of their mouths that now creates segregation. Like, okay, is this black chick so bitter about her ancestors somewhere down the line being subject to slavery that now she wants it to go the other way around? Like, is that really where we're at? Because that's what it feels like, basically, this bitch is saying. She wants now the rights to be enslaved.
They have a term for it now. Yes, they have a term for it now.
It's disgusting.
It's
it makes
like
me. It pisses me off.
generational something. I can't remember what the actual term for it is, but
this is first world problems. It is first world problems. Like, if we actually put the amount of effort if these people actually put the amount of effort that they put into their bullshit narratives into just like, okay, let's move forward. This and actually listen to the science, listen to reality with all the genders thing. And, honestly, does this chick think that we are more racist today than we were fucking 100 years ago?
Thank you, Trey. I knew Trey would come through. Generational trauma. That's what
or
it
some
is.
dog shit like that. Read the whole thing.
It's like generational trauma. I'm honestly wondering, Grant, since you brought that up, that it's from like Stand and Deliver. I'm wondering if this person is becoming a teacher and she just came from like one of her classes and they just watched that movie. Like, that's what I'm wondering.
Not only that, 11,500 likes as well. That's another thing to look at. Like,
oh well, how many of them are bots?
It's not like she's just saying this and she's just pissing into the wind. Like, it's people are listening to this sort of message.
Yeah.
It's being taught. It's being taught in colleges now.
All right,
Anyway,
last
that's
one.
my story.
Poor Skirmitor.
Wait, actually, did you make the sale?
Did you
No,
sell
of
the
course
car?
not. I didn't want to sell. I didn't want to sell him a car, so I didn't treat him well.
Dude, you should know lesbians love electricity. You should have been able to make the
Yeah, I
sale.
know. Lesbians aren't capable of having sex. It's just
Man,
mutual
now that I think
masturbation.
about it, because the MGs, they've got a plug that you can actually you could plug your toaster into the car and you could toast like this is in the electric car. It's got a normal Australian plug. I should have said you could plug your vibrator in.
Oh, God.
That would have got the sale.
Alex, what you got for me?
I love that he's in a semi.
It's in a truck this time. Why are you in a truck this time, Alex?
Giving me a semi.
Message from the king.
This is Alex here, the king of Tards and Cars. Wishing every contestant a good luck. They'll never be as good as me. But I have a strong feeling the second one will win. And remember, Lyndon is just another Mazda.
Oh!
No!
Lyndon is banned from voting on retards
Okay.
and cars.
Yep.
So says the king.
Yep.
Lethal. Keep up the good shit.
Thank you, Alex.
Keep everyone in line.
I will do, Alex.
Brr.
Big brr. Big brr.
This is Alex here, the king.
I mean,
The man.
he said some things you can't really come back from. He's a Moz. I mean, we don't want to be crushing someone's feelings. I mean,
Yeah, that's a
come
bit
on.
rough, dude. That's a little bit rough.
Oh, you bailed out.
You went too
Poor
far.
Lyndon.
All right, let's just do a quick recap, and then we're going to start to get the votes in, okay?
I
So,
hope you're doing well.
I draw the fucking line at Mozza.
so coming in at number one, the first one was this one. That was retard number one.
Tekken.
Yep.
Second.
Number two was Jabba the Hutt having
No,
chemotherapy.
Uncle
bitch.
Fester. Uncle Fester.
And number three was that one. All right, so I'm going to put the
Racist.
poll in the
That
chat.
one.
All right, boys and girls. And yeah, that's everyone this week.
It's Jeremy coming to you with another car video.
Look how close you park. Stop filming me. Calm down. The bitch ass hoe.
Sorry.
That told me to calm down.
What are people mad at me for now? Not checking my emails in a timely manner. Can you please leave me the fuck alone? Fuck off!
No. Because what I'm trying to say. Don't even look at me like that.
Well, that's retarded.